I'm going to try not to cry because this one's special. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I have an exceptionally special unboxing to share with you today. This is my first ever piece of Cartier jewellery. It's my first ever Cartier unboxing on this channel. And this piece, there is so much emotion in this piece. This piece means so much to me. It's so emotionally charged. It's beautiful. And I'm going to try and hold it together, but we all know that I am very sentimental on this channel. If you watched my vlog when I was in Paris with my husband for my 10th anniversary, and then whenever we came home, I did an updated fine jewellery wish list. I shared with you that I was very interested in the Cartier Juste clou half diamond bracelet. We had looked at that whenever we were in Paris. We came close to buying that for our anniversary. But to be honest with you, and I shared this in the video, the reason we didn't is because it's so expensive. It was around about 12 to 13,000 euro. That is such an amount of money and far more than we had budgeted to pay. We ended up getting the Fred Force 10 bracelet, which I love and wear every single day. The other Juste clou bracelet though remained high on my wish list. It's just so much money. And we were also looking at a ring for this finger. I've been looking for a ring for this finger for so long. After I made that fine jewellery wish list, I got a DM on Instagram from one of you fabulous people that I talk to quite a lot, and they sent me a number of listings for the Juste clou bracelet Preloved in excellent condition. And I could not get over the price. The price of this Preloved was about a third of the retail price. Now, I have heard from you on YouTube and people in the comments that fine jewellery does not hold its value. I didn't know it didn't hold its value that much. I was shocked at the price, and I had a word with myself. Are you so invested, Amelia, about the boutique experience with Cartier, a brand that you have no affiliation with, that you're going to pay 3 times the price rather than get one of these Preloved pieces? And it was giving me real serious thought about how, if and when I'm going to buy this piece, how I was going to do it. But I was concerned about the authenticity. When it comes to bags, I know a little bit about bags. I buy a lot of them. I am by no means an authenticator, and I get my bags professionally authenticated. The service that I prefer, and that is my #1 service that I use for authentication, is Legit Grails. I've had a number of bags authenticated with them. I had my Hermes Birkin authenticated with them, which I spent a fortune on, and I just wanted to be sure. I also had my Dior 30 Montaigne box bag authenticated with them because one of you guys had a bit of concern about the stitching on this, and again, I just wanted to be doubly, triply sure. I then also had the YSL Saint Laurent Jamie 4.3 bag authenticated with them that I got for basically half price, and I was worried the price was too good to be true. So they are the site that I go to authenticate my bags. I don't know anything about buying jewellery on the Preloved market. I don't know anything about fine jewellery really anyway, let alone going and buying it down that route, and it worried me. So I spoke to Legit Grails and I said to them, I'm thinking about getting this, and do you authenticate jewellery? I know we do the bags together, but what's the crack basically? And they said, yeah, we authenticate Cartier. It's one of our main brands. We authenticate a lot of fine jewellery. And that gave me a little bit of a peace of mind, but I was still wary because it's still a lot of money, even though it's a lot less than retail. And then this little piece of beautiful jewellery came into my life. Now, when I share the story with you of how I got this, I have zero doubts that this is authentic. Absolutely no doubt in my mind. But when this was Cartier, it gave me the opportunity to, I suppose, test the Legit Grails process and website for authenticating fine jewellery, because I've never done that before and I am wary about it. When I get a bag, for the most part, I'm going to have a bit of an idea. Jewellery, I wouldn't have a clue. Not one clue. So this piece gave me the opportunity to test this jewellery with Legit Grails, and I put this through Legit Grails, even though I have no doubt that this is authentic, but I wanted to see how the process works for fine jewellery before I make that decision. And the reasons for me that Legit Grails are my preferred #1 authentication service are firstly because they do a mix on every single authentication of human brand expert and cutting edge AI technology. They have invested a fortune into their AI technology to help them authenticate with brand experts every piece that goes through their system. They also have a 30-minute turnaround. Now, you can pay $35 for 30 minutes. Hello, I'm impatient, no patience. That's the way I choose to do it. Or you can pay less, down to $15, and get it done in 24 hours. They also have the option of so many brands. Cartier, Hermes, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Dior, Prada, Fendi, you name it, they have experts and technology to authenticate it. I also like the way the brand is invested in trying to make sure people don't get duped. They put a lot of free resource and free educational material on their website about authentication, and that impresses me because it's not all about selling their service. They're also trying to educate us as luxury buyers. They're also fabulous. Every time I have a query or something that I'm saying, I think this is something that we could test or we could do, and they're always keen to do it. So as they're testing their own services and limits, and they're also putting it out to people, the services that they provide. I do get questions in the comments though, however, about how can you be sure whenever something is not being authenticated by someone in person. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't have anywhere that I can walk into that's going to authenticate all of these things for me. You can't even buy these things close to where I live. So for me, it has to be a website-based service. And when they have a 99.3 accuracy rate, which in this industry is extremely high, when they've invested so much money in their technology and when they have such a high Trustpilot rating, that gives me the reassurance, as well as doing my own due diligence on where I'm buying the piece from and who I'm buying it from and where it was originated from and all of that backstory, that when I put those things together, that gives me the peace of mind in my purchases and makes me content with what I'm spending my money on. So when I got this piece, I decided let's do it, let's test this one so as I can help make my mind up about the bracelet, and it's really simple to use. All you do is you go onto the website, you select that you want to authenticate your piece, you go down to the brand that you're choosing, then you go down to the time scale that you're choosing. It's always 30 minutes for this inpatient one here. And then you go down and you don't even have to already have the photograph saved on your phone. You can just go down to take photo, take the photograph, upload the photographs and send it off into the internet for them to do their thing between their brand experts and their AI. And then, lo and behold, within the 30 minutes, you will get an email delivered back into your email box telling you whether or not the piece that you have bought or are thinking about buying is authentic or not. And I also love that they give a certificate. They give an authentication certificate if this piece has passed through their authentication services. And for me, all of these things combined just give me the peace of mind whenever it comes to buying pieces pre-loved. So having done this with them for this piece, this does now mean that I will seriously consider the Juste clou pre-loved once I am certain about my size, because the savings, the thing about buying pre-loved, yes, it gives us the option to buy bags like this that you just can't go into the store and buy. Hermes Birkin example, you're going to pay more than retail, but you're going to be able to just get the bag that you want. Or it gives you the option to get bags like this, or like the Saint Laurent that I got, both of these practically half price. There is such a saving to be made on the pre-loved market. So for me, I am now happy going forward to consider the jewellery. I will be using Legit Grails when I do that to get it authenticated, and thank you for them for sponsoring this part of today's video and again helping me to put out there to get your pieces checked, get every single pre-loved piece you buy checked. Legit Grails have also given me a discount code AML15 which I will leave linked in the description box along with their link in the description box, and if you have any pieces at all that you've bought pre-loved or you have a little bit of a doubt about, go and get them authenticated. The peace of mind is priceless. And you will have seen on that authentication what is in this box. Wow. Let me share this with you and share the story, because this has me an emotional wreck, and we all know that I am very, very sentimental. These boxes alone, I've seen so many of these on the YouTube, but I have never actually seen one in person or held one or had one of these pieces. You can see the luxury in these. You can see in Cartier the way it's done. I get it. I was always a bag lover, and I used to get questions every time I did a Q&A. Is it bags for you or jewellery? Would you ever consider jewellery? Is it always bags? I was always bags. But the fine jewellery bees are calling, and I understand now why people are like, well, jewellery is so special and so personal and it's such a good purchase and it's carries so much emotion with it, and I'm definitely getting drawn in to the fine jewellery love and my bank manager is foaming at the mouth. Anyway, what is in this little box is a very stunning, beautiful Juste clou gold ring. This is the gold ring in the thinner size. When we were in Paris, I did try the thicker one. It didn't suit my fingers. Although my fingers are quite broad, they're very stumpy. So the thicker ring took up too much space and just didn't suit it. This ring in the gold, in the slimmer size, is just perfect. And this is the ring that, spoiler alert, I have already been wearing every single day since I got. And I'm wearing it on this finger. And it is the Juste clou, which is effectively the nail head. It is the gold version. You can see that it fits perfectly my fat stumpy fingers. And I love it. The thing I love about the Juste clou, and if you watch the Paris vlog, you'll know my husband didn't like it. That's why we didn't buy this ring in Paris. This ring was a big contender, but I obviously wanted something for our 10-year wedding anniversary that he actually liked and didn't hate. Doesn't like this. It's me, it's my style, I think it's edgy, but it wasn't what I wanted him to buy for me whenever I know that he didn't actually like it. But I had it on my wish list because I love it. And I just think this piece is absolutely stunning, and I get the hype. You know, sometimes I have wondered, why do you pay the money for Cartier? You can get things that are so similar from a local jeweller, but I get it. It feels special. It just feels very, very luxurious, and yeah, it's stunning. So I have been wearing this on my finger, and let me tell you why I am in tears about this ring and why this ring is carrying so much emotion for me. When I put out that wishlist video, I also, around about that time, got something for my very good friend, my sister over in Australia, Meredith. And of course I'm trying to hold it together here. And of course I am talking about Meredith from Living Lux with Meredith. There was something Meredith wanted, she couldn't get. I was able to get it, sort it out, send it to her, thought nothing else of it. What I was sending Meredith was not Cartier type money, was not Cartier type expense, was not Cartier type anything. It was something that I was just able to help her get and send over, and was beyond delighted to do it and thought nothing else of it. I then get a message from Meredith. Hi, just see what I'm doing with the ring. Hi. I then get a message from Meredith saying, I'm sending you this Cartier ring. I have this Cartier ring. I don't wear it. And if you watch Meredith's channel, she doesn't really wear gold jewellery very much. She wears platinum or white gold. She doesn't really wear gold. I don't really wear it. It's basically new. It's obviously authentic, and I want you to have it because you're sending that other thing to me. And I text Meredith back, went, no, you're not sending me that. I can't accept it. It's far too much. Just no, you crazy woman. And she sent me a message back going, well, I wasn't really asking your opinion. You're not actually getting a say in this. It's already, and I imagine it's already in the box and going to you. I'm only texting you out of courtesy really, but you don't really get a say. So fast forward to this box arriving. By the way, there's also basically a Sephora shop in it, for she sent me all of the skincare. And I'm taking out all of the skincare, and then there's this. There's this box, this Cartier box, sitting. And I don't own any Cartier jewellery. This sitting, and I open this up, and the little box falls down, and you have the stunning Cartier box in it, and I'm thinking, Meredith, you're absolutely nuts. And I'm crying, let's be honest, because I'm an emotional Sally. And I open this up, and she has sent me this ring. And yeah, so she watched my wishlist video and thought, yeah, I have that. I'm just going to send that to her because I'm not wearing it. That is who Meredith is. Meredith is one of the kindest, sweetest, most thoughtful, strongest women that I know. And she would think nothing of that. Not that it doesn't mean anything to her. I don't mean that. Of course it means something to her that I'm now wearing a piece of her jewellery. I know that means a lot to her. But the price, the dollar amount would mean nothing to Meredith. She's just, I have it. You want it. I want you to have it. And that is basically what happened. And yeah, she gets me all a fluster. And she sent it. And I am now wearing, she also sent, let me show you. I'm not going to read you what's inside, but she also sent me this little card in my colours that just says, I adore you. I'm going to get this little frame, and that's going to live in this room with me. I like to keep sentimental. If you watch my closet tour, I like to have sentimental things in here. But the fact that this is from Meredith, that this was hers, and I am now wearing her Cartier ring every day. I haven't had this off since it arrived. It just means so much to me, and it means so much more than it by itself is a beautiful piece of jewellery. But above and beyond that, that this came from Meredith, that it's hers. It has me a bubbling mess. And yeah, it's very special. And I know I'm a bit all over the place, but I'm very overwhelmed by this unboxing, and I'm overwhelmed by it because of what it is and who it's from. That's somebody that, if you strip this back, and if you want to just watch the unboxing, that's done. You don't have to stay. But strip this back. Meredith is someone that I met through doing YouTube, who has become, along with a number of other fabulous women, a very, 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 very close friend of mine. To the point that, yes, we've flown across the world to have holidays together, and she's now sending me, and I'm wearing Cartier jewellery from her. Yeah, okay. So that is my very emotional, very special Cartier unboxing to share with you today. It's a stunning, I don't even know if I did the unboxing part right. That's how overwhelmed by all of this that I am. So let me just show you. It's a stunning, just to include Cartier ring from Meredith that I will be wearing basically every day, and my friend is with me. And that, to me, yeah, there's really not words. Thank you for watching this. I know that I have been emotional and a bit all over the place. Thank you to Legit Grails, as ever, for working with me and for continuing to spread the word about getting pieces authenticated, and for continuing to try and educate. And genuinely, if you have any pieces, I will leave their link in the description box, and I will leave my discount code in the description box so as you can go and get them authenticated. Don't take the risk. If you've enjoyed this in any way, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And of course, I'm going to leave Meredith also linked in the description box. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for joining me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.